from the sleepy riverside town of Chau Doc in Vietnam. Come on and have a look around with me today. We're gonna check out some cool stuff. This tree is said to be from a sapling taken from the original tree in India that the Buddha attained enlightenment under. This shrine is in the central square of Chau Doc. At the moment, they're doing some renovations. Hello, how are you? Hey, thanks. Yeah, at the moment, they're doing some renovations on the central square here in Chau Doc. You might have heard a little bit of noise from that, but we're going to have a quick walk through. The old town's pretty small, so it doesn't take a long time to see the best of it. Maybe about 30 minutes. It's probably about half a dozen streets crisscrossing. Some interesting fish from the local waterways around here. There's not a lot of pre-1950s architecture in the center of the town, just a little bit, but there's quite a bit of 50s and 60s and early 70s architecture, which looks pretty cool, definitely. This is the central market of Chau Doc. Looks like little crabs. So, you can catch crabs in Chau Doc, Vietnam. Spicy ones. With lots of chili. So, as I said, Chau Doc's a riverside town. So, lots of food comes directly out of the river. And the countryside around Chau Doc is very fertile. Basically, the Mekong River comes down into Vietnam from Cambodia, and it breaks into a number of branches that have different names. And one of those branches comes through here. And of course, in the rainy season, sometimes it floods quite a lot, or historically it has, which makes the land around here very good quality for growing all kinds of food. So it's a bit of a breadbasket area. Inside this market, the first part has kind of standard, kind of Chinese-looking type clothing. Nothing too exciting. And then when you go further down the other end, where we're heading, inside the market, they have perfume and kind of stuff like that, kind of accessories. So it's not super exciting inside. I like along this side, it's pretty cool with all the kinds of fish and so on. Something I love about Vietnam, even the newer buildings are very colorful. They fit in well with the older 60s, 50s, 70s type buildings and so on. That's a colorful little town. It's my second time here. Last time I was here was I think 11 years ago. And I came in quite late at that time and stayed the night and headed out early the next morning to Ha Tien, which is on the south coast of Vietnam. It's a place where you can take a ferry boat to Phu Quoc Island, which is these days being promoted as the premier beach resort island in Vietnam with white sand beaches and so on, but of course it's quite overdeveloped. That's the way it goes when something's promoted as the main place, especially in Southeast Asia, but well, maybe everywhere, right? But haven't been to that island actually. Last time I went down to Ha Tien and crossed into Cambodia along the coast. That was interesting. Quite a corrupt border crossing. They wanted like a bribe for some fake health check, and then I didn't pay that, and then they wanted, I think, extra for the visa, which I didn't pay. I got around it just by smiling and holding out the correct amount of money and waiting a few minutes. Here's the Riverside Fresh Market as we come to the end of the main market here. And they're getting a bit excited with the horns, aren't they? Oh, this guy's taking it easy though. So you can see the businesses in the fresh market here. It's an old fresh market, and the signs, most of them are still quite old. Pretty cool lettering. These would be the same signs, I would say, since the Vietnam War. Speaking of the Vietnam War, so this town, Chau Doc, had a famous battle where I believe it was Green Berets. I read a book from, I think it was the chief of the Green Berets back in the day who was here. They had one building in the center of the old town here that was like their kind of command post, and they were monitoring and keeping tabs on this part of Vietnam. And the Cambodian border is only half a kilometer behind us, and I guess it would have been heavily mined at that time, but the Viet Cong were able to keep infiltrating across there at nighttime and launching little attacks. Anyway, one day they came across in a massive attack and overran the whole town, and the Americans here were outnumbered massively, and they had to basically hightail it out of the town. They had to escape, and they were pretty much hemmed into their command post building in the center of the town for a bit before they managed to commandeer a truck and speed through the town, which was occupied by Viet Cong, blasting their way out, and they managed to get out and get away from here. Bit of history for you guys. So here we are out on the main riverfront. It's a nice walkway, which is getting pretty run down now. See, there's some railings here which are rotting through with rust. You can imagine some drunk person leans on them at night and falls down, and they find a dead body there in the morning. But some ferry boats further down there, the big ones, they just run back and forth across there. It's possible to cross over to a Muslim village on the other side. And then there's a side canal here which cuts through to the Mekong River, the main branch of the Mekong River, the main waterway. This is like a side branch which has its own name. And just up here you can see there's a smaller boat by the little brown building. That's a ferry boat that goes through the canal up to the Mekong River and up to Phnom Penh in Cambodia. And I'm going to be on that tomorrow morning, God willing. We keep our fingers crossed here at Secret of the Way. And there's a monument there for, I don't know what that's for. It's not for me being here 11 years ago, that's for sure, but yeah. There's cool little boats down here. It's a nice place, actually, a nice place. I mean, look at this river view. It's amazing, isn't it? What a lovely river view. Kind of tranquil. And when the sun sets, it's going to be a nice spot to chill out along here. So I've had some good food and drinks today. It's been all good. All right. Well, good morning from Chau Doc in Vietnam, and I'm gonna try to get the fast ferry boat on the Mekong River to Phnom Penh, Cambodia now. Well, I hardly slept a wink last night, but it's about 6:30. The boat's supposed to leave at 7 a.m. Haven't found any breakfast. They give a snack pack on the boat, but I think it's pretty light. Here's where the boat boards, next to this hotel. So I've got to just wander down the side of the hotel here to the boat pier, apparently. Let's see how it is. What a view. Beautiful sunrise in Vietnam here. Wow. Ho, 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 ho. Looks like apocalypse now. This is where the boats leave from. So there's one boat, 7 a.m. every morning. If they have too many people, they get a second or third one or fourth one running. Fantastic, what a view. coming into the Mekong River. Phnom Penh is that way.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Eccolo là, mistra.
Benvenuti in Cambogia. Benvenuti. Quante valigie mette? Quante da 10 persone? No, tuk. Đi cái ba chứ. Tuk.
No, thank you. No tuk-tuk. I don't need to. I not walk far. Walk a little bit.
Oh, long way.
Not me. Thanks. And that's it, guys. I thought that was a brilliant boat ride. Fresh air coming through all the time from the front of the boat. Really relaxing, really smooth ride. Everything went perfectly. So, thanks a lot for coming along, guys, and see you in the next one. Please subscribe and like and hit that bell button to get notifications about upcoming videos. See you in the next one, and don't be late. Ciao.